we like to install a camera like that in a pole. I'm going to show you how to install it with the solar panels and the box and the solar controller and everything. So I'm going to show you step by step. As you can see, here we have the cabinet. We have the solar charge controller here. We have the breakers. We have all the connections here. It's very easy. You have the in, you have the output. We're going to put the batteries here. Here we have the super camera, so we have to remove all the tape that we have here. And we are going to install this in that pole that you see over there. So we're going to go up high. Here we have the solar panels, as you can see. We have the batteries. And we have the crane in the other side over there. So there is my crane. So they want to control this property here because they are doing construction here. So they are doing a demolition now. So we're going to go all over here. We're going to come here, go there, and install it. So this is an abandoned property, and this is my super truck. So now we're going to keep working on this. You have when you remove it, it comes with as you can see, all the screws. You have to take those screws apart and then remove all the packaging. Here the protection. There we go. We have more stuff here, so we have to put it back on. We're going to find the screws to keep it in place. Now I have to keep digging and removing all the screws. We're going to put everything in place, and then after that we should close it like that. The customer told me to remove this. We have the screws here, so it fits, but he told me only for the packaging. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to close this up, put the screws in, and we should be ready to go. All right, I'm going to show you how to connect everything. So this is very easy. You have the solar panel, the 130 watts. So you have two. You can connect it in serial or in parallel. What I recommend, usually, it depends on the situation. There is an explanation that is longer than this, but I'll try to keep it short. So if you have a parallel and one of the solar panels fails, or maybe you have a shadow here, the system will keep charging the batteries and everything else. So if you put it in serial, the good thing is you can use smaller cables, but if you have a shadow or someone breaks this solar panel for any reason, because this is a security system, everything will collapse. I mean, nothing will work because it's in series. So in this case, parallel. And then you have the controller, the solar controller. So as you can see, we have the input. It will be for solar. Here we have the battery. It goes to the battery, and here it goes to the load. Load is the camera that we are using right now here, and the batteries, and the solar. So here we have the breakers. So if something happens, there is a short or anything like that, you just turn it off. It will shut off everything by itself, and you can turn it on manually later and see what's going on in the circuit. But this is very easy. You have the solar panel, positive, negative. Positive is red, negative is black, and then here you have the one that goes to the battery that says B, that's a Bravo, a battery plus, battery negative. So you have the negative and positive as usual. And then you have the load. The load, it goes to the camera. So this is very easy. So you have basically one goes to the load will be the camera. Here we have the batteries. The batteries, we are going to use it in parallel as well, because if you're using a system that works on 24 volts, okay, you're going to use it in serial. But if you, like in this case, everything is 12 volts, you put it in parallel, and is better like that. So this is the basic diagram, so that way you know how to connect everything. I took them out of the box, the solar panels, 29 pounds or 13 kilograms. So we're going to use those brackets. I just put that one over there. I'm going to grab this one, put it over there as well. Put always cardboard or something, carpet, so that way they will not get scratched up on the other side. And then we are going to put the brackets together. Now we have the solar panels on the floor, on the cardboard. So now we are going to use our impact driver pack with 11. And we're going to put these on this hole, that hole over there. We're going to put them like that in the middle. And then we are going to put the screws. We should be good. So once you put this like that, as you can see here, you put the solar panels like that. So you have to put together this bracket, as you can see here, and you have to think about this. Don't use this. I mean, it depends, but in this case, I'm using this and these sliders, so that way it will fit perfectly like that. So that way I can fit the holes over there. And then you do the same thing here, so that way I can fit them here. But I'm going to put this first in the pole, and then after that I'm going to be able to bring this up there and make it work. As you can see, here is the machine, the arm with bucket. So I made another video about how to use these machines. So we will have to go here, start operating the machine, and we have to go to the other side. As you can see where it says tanning salon. So that is where I have my truck, and the pole that is over there, kind of like that. So as you can see, this is the place where they are destroying everything. They're doing the demolition. They are going to build something, I guess. But this is that is how we're going to put it on the pole. I have to make 2 new holes. We're going to put it, at least for now, like that on the top, and let's see how it goes. That is the south. As you can see, we have the sun over there. We are on the top. We have the solar panels, our friends here. So this is 60 pounds. So if you didn't go to the gym, maybe you're going to need someone. Otherwise, you can get some helper. So we are going to grab those brackets. We're going to put it here. It has some movement. Hopefully, as you can see, hopefully it will be sturdy enough. But that is what the customer wanted. So hopefully that will be good enough. That is the customers. Hopefully from here they're going to have a nice view. We're going to put these screws. I just put the first one. We're going to put another one. So if you can put maybe 3-4 inches, that will be great. now I'm going to put the zip ties so that way we don't have cables hanging everywhere. The customer told me to put the camera as high as possible, lower the solar panels, the box, we should be ready to go. We're going to put the zip ties to make it look pretty. Alright, as you can see, everything is working. So we have the status of the batteries, the load, the temperature, a little bit of everything. So as you can see, this is the solar controller. We have this in parallel, so these cables come from that. So and from here we have these two. This goes positive with positive, negative with negative, and that's it. So now we close the box. This is the locking mechanism. We can put the lock here if they want it. We put some screws here so that way everything is secure. Now we did the same thing over there. Now we have to put the cables all where they should go, and that's it. As you can see, we have the solar panel, we have the box over there. The customer wanted a little bit lower so that way if they have to service it, they can do it. Not too much, not very low, because otherwise anybody can steal things. But other than that, we have this with the metal zip ties. Okay, so with this you put the screw in and you tighten it as much as possible. Here we have the camera, as you can see, and we have the cable that goes all the way down. So I'm going to start putting some zip ties so that way we can grab all the screws, all the cables. We should be good. So that is the construction site. This is the boom arm, like they call it. I'm going to start fixing all the cable, and that's it. So we should be ready to go. We are going to use these type of zip ties. As you can see here, they are very, very good. I like them a lot. And that is how I'm putting each one of them. So except the one on the top that I was testing, but with this it will look great. So I'm going to go all the way down, put the screw, adjust the cable, that's it. As you can see, everything looks great. So now I made a small roll here and all the way up there, so it looks great. So now the customer happy, send him pictures and he happy. He said, "You're ready to go." Now I have to put the machine back inside of the fence. We can go to the truck instead of going home. So see you next class. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you want to hire me, you want me to do this job, I can do it for you as well. All the information is in my website or in the description below. See you next time. Bye. Okay, as you can see here we have the camera. This is not the same camera that I was working on, but so that way you can see how it works. So basically this camera is the one that you're going to have on the pole. This camera is going to move, and then you're going to be able to see everywhere. So this is an example that I found. So that way you see it has very good zoom. Usually most of these cameras you're going to have a very good zoom, and you can move them around, so up and down, left and right. So as you can see now, you can see the trucks, and even you can see the license plate of the cars. Let's say for instance now so it's kind of blurry, but now you can see the license plate just fine. You have to move, just wait until you get some good image or you start focusing, and that's it. So you can see the people. As you can see, people are very, very far away. So with this you can do almost everything. So this is basically a sample, so the way you can see or what to expect on these type of cameras. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, let me know in the section below.